Hello Aries, Suns, Moons, and Risings. I'm Zayleigh and welcome to your August 2023 prediction. I haven't posted in a while, if you've noticed, maybe. Yeah, I've been going through a lot of shifts in my own life, transitions, changes, things like that. I was traveling for a bit, I moved, lots going on over here. But I'm able to do them this month, so I kind of just go on like a month-to-month basis from now on, no promises. But I'm going to start out with these numerology cards, and we'll kind of get the theme of your month, and then I'll move into the tarot portion. So I've been using different decks for every group, like every elemental group, and it's been fun. So that came out. Ooh, so we have number 10, karmic completion. It's interesting because the number 10 in tarot, I was just talking about this in another video, but the number 10 is kind of representing the end of a cycle, but also the beginning, because when you look at the numerology of it, it actually is a number 1, meaning that there's like a new chapter. So to me, when I look at this karmic completion, that means that things that were karmically meant to happen, karmically, we don't fully understand karma. I don't fully understand karma, so I'm not going to act like I do, because I don't. But I do see from my own life how things have played out based off of the choices I've made and how that has affected me in the long run. It could be a week after. Well, sometimes I get instant karma. That'll be like me thinking a negative thought about something, and then I'll like stub my toe 2 seconds later. And then I'm like, oh, that instant karma, wow, got me good, But then sometimes we don't see things play out for years down the line. So I feel that this is a month where there is a lot of things wrapping up for you, but it's for good reason. It's for new things to open up for you. So you may see a lot of endings in this month. These are general, so I can only go so deep. I know I always say that, but for some of you guys, it will be relationships with certain people. For some of you guys, it will be your living situation. For some of you guys, it will be the work that you're doing. It'll be the communities that you're in. It will be where you're living, physically living, so take it how it resonates for you. Also, I'm getting, I don't talk about health too much in my readings because I don't feel that that's my place to. But also, things health-wise could be wrapping up as well. Like you finally get a resolution to something that you've been struggling with. Say you struggle with sleep, or you struggle with anxiety or something like that. Maybe you have either a modality that you use, or you find a doctor or a therapist or whatever it is that helps you to release those health issues that you've been having. So that's an interesting way to start your reading. I always see that as a positive thing though, because once you wrap things up, then you can let them go, and then it brings in new things. It may take a while to bring in new things, but new things could come from that. So let me shuffle these cards. We already have some coming out, and then we'll get started with the tarot portion. All right, Aries. So when we start out your reading, we have the Queen of Cups with the 10 of Wands. I don't know why my brain is not comprehending what I'm seeing right here, but it's because I have a lot to say about it. So when I look at that, there's a number 10 to start your reading, right? Which is, we just had that number 10. And for those of you guys that don't know, I actually do numerology as well. So it plays a big part of how I read tarot. And it's for a lot of tarot readers, but I do take it into a big consideration when I am doing readings. So when I saw this, initially my first thought was, this is a month where you're really being asked to nurture yourself, to give a little bit extra attention to yourself, because it looks like you guys have been a little bit burned out. You have felt a little stressed about certain situations. You've, been maybe extending yourself to help other people a little bit more than maybe your body is wanting you to. So this is a month where you guys are really being asked to just nurture yourself, take a bath, take a nice walk, take some time to yourself to really give to yourself without the need to continuously give your energy to everyone and everything around you. I know some of you guys are parents, some of you guys have your own business, some of you guys are both, like a parent and you have your own business and you have a partner, and it's really hard sometimes to balance all of those things. So when you take the time out for yourself, I feel that there's a lot that it will work in your favor in the long run. So when I think about when somebody needs to nurture themselves, right? It does require a healthy level of boundaries. Even though I don't see like the Queen of Swords here, cutting to cut the crap, we're gonna get down to this, and you're setting strong boundaries. With the Queen of Cups, I do see that in the Ten of Wands as you still setting boundaries. You being able to say no when it's appropriate. When you feel tired, if you need to rest, then you need to rest. And I know I just said that, but there's a big emphasis on that, on caring for yourself. And then right after that, we see the Nine of Pentacles right there, right in the center. You see that like glowing energy of the yellow. Yellow is abundant. Yellow is the solar plexus. It's funny, I'm wearing yellow today, but it's the solar plexus. It's your confidence and it's your willpower, and it's also ruled by Jupiter. Jupiter rules yellow, the color yellow and gold. So Jupiter is very abundant. So even when you look at this card, Nine of Pentacles, she's very abundant. She's very like, oh, I'm very much in my own space. How I feel that you guys are going to feel this abundance and a lot of self-fulfillment with the things that you're doing and the things that you're focusing on is by you being curious and wanting to, say you've wanted to learn something or you've wanted to do something, or even just like I said, setting more healthy boundaries, or even your mindset, shifting your mindset. There's several different things that can cause you to feel more abundant and also have a greater sense of clarity is what I'm getting, because the Seven of Swords, I don't know why I said Seven of Swords, and then a fly came up to me. What's up, homie? I sprayed lavender all around here. You don't want to come over here. That's a natural fly repellent, by the way. If you are trying to keep flies away, it's a good one. I just mix lavender with water, and then that's actually the first fly that's come up to me. And in the other readings, I forgot to put it on and it was like crazy. So back to what I was saying, the Seven of Cups, I don't know why I said Seven of Swords, pardon me, but the Seven of Cups here in the reverse would represent to me, with this Page of Swords and the Nine of Pentacles, a greater sense of clarity of what you want for your future. And when right after these cards came out, then we have the Seven of Pentacles, which is all about taking a look at the things of how far you've come, the things that have happened thus far, and then being able to kind of analyze and reevaluate. It's a big reevaluation of where you're spending your time, who you're with, the things that you want to focus on. So say that you want to focus on your business, then you can do you sit down, you say, okay, what can I do to make this better? And what is the steps that I can take? It's not necessarily quite the full-on action of taking those steps. It's a moment of, you have surrender here because we do have Hangman coming up next, but there's things that maybe you need, or say this is regarding relationships, right? I just have to give different examples because I know there's different people watching. But if your relationship has been in, kind of a limbo or something like that, you can sit down and say, okay, what has brought us to this point? And what is the steps that I can take in order to cultivate a better relationship with this person? Or do I want to continue my relationship with this person for some of you? You know what I'm saying? So you guys are being asked to really focus on yourselves and what is best for you. If it is with your family members and you need to have a conversation with them and say, hey, like, I need to do a couple things for myself. I need to put myself as a focus for a little bit because I'm feeling a little bit burned out over here. That's okay. You know, having those conversations and being able, but in order to do that, you have to get really honest with yourself. You have to take a look at what brought you to the point that you're at right now and be able to look at that honestly and say, okay, I see what has kind of brought me here. Not extending my energy a little bit too much when I haven't necessarily been able to do that in the past. So those are just a few examples of how that can manifest, but I do see that there is, with that Nine of Pentacles, that independence. It's that being able to have confidence in the things that you want to do and the things that you want to accomplish. And if you have like no idea what that is, taking that time to just take a look overall at your life, that will be necessary. It will be necessary for you to do that because it's going to help you in the long run. So you don't need to map everything out and plan everything perfectly and do that. But it's really just taking a look at different areas of your life. Take a look at your career. Take a look at your relationships. Take a look at your health and your, level of vitality that you have. Taking a look at all those things and being able to say, okay, I'm putting a lot more energy here than I am here. Let me kind of work that out. With the Hangman and the Strength card, you guys have, I feel like a little bit of stress. I see a really beautiful butterfly above me. So there's been a point, the Strength card is what made me say stress, because the Strength, it shows that someone has had to develop, they've had to go through certain things in order to get that strength within themselves to overcome certain challenges. So whatever that is for you, this is a moment where I don't see a ton of action here. This is the thing. It's interesting because it's like, all right, we're in this phase where we're really taking a time out and we're looking and reevaluating certain areas of our lives, and you're being asked to kind of surrender that. So you get clear on what you want, but it's not fully that action-packed, go for it. Maybe next month in September, that could be, but this is a chance to reevaluate certain things in your life. So the more that you surrender, the more that you can look at certain things and you look at something but in different ways. Like I said, okay, what am I doing that is making this situation like this? What is another person doing that's making the situation like this? You know what I mean? So kind of looking at the full picture. Yeah, the full picture of things and saying, all right, this is, and then also having the strength and the confidence to, start like a little bit of that motion of making those changes. Like I said, having the conversations, having the time, making the time for yourself to do things that ease your mind and ease your body, make you come into your body more. This is all about relationships right here. So I'm like I said, this could be your partner, this could be friendships, this could be your family members, or just like your living situation. It's different for everybody. Your community members, your work colleagues, your relationship with your boss. So many different things that this could be, but it shows that there's a big healing around relationships. So if there's been this kind of heaviness or even like anxiety or stress in certain relationships, this is a month where it could really start to change. It could really, the water is, coming from the cups. Like This angel here is pouring the water in the cups. It's a matter of balance. 1 foot in the water, 1 foot on the earth. Always a reminder to me also of duality. Everything has its own timing, and everything, it flows when it's meant to flow. So it looks to me that this is a month where anything in your partnerships, or for a few of you guys, if you don't feel that it is about a relationship with other people, I don't know not one person that has a perfect relationship with every single person. But if you are one of those rare people, I commend you. Good job. Send me a message and tell me what you're doing. But no, this could be just the relationship with yourself. However, even if it's not, like you haven't had a ton of tension and drama and pain and suffering in relationships, this is just a reminder that to take that time for yourself and to, you know, be honest with the people that are around you and say, oh, I just need this, you know, a little bit of time. I need a little bit of time to take a bath. I need a little bit of time to go get a massage. I need a little bit of time to do something for yourself, right? I do see a lot, there could be a lot of healing. Now keep in mind, general readings, you guys all have free will. So if you are desiring that need to have healing in your relationships, then this is a month where that's possible. And the last card we have here is the Emperor. And this is where I was kind of thinking that maybe September is going to be a little bit more of an action month for you. There's going to be a little bit more going on because this is the last card, which in the beginning of the month, you know, I don't do a typical spread like other tarot readers on YouTube, right? So I basically shuffle cards, and this is like a story laid out for me, and I read it just intuitively. That's just the way I read. I've tried doing spreads and stuff like that. In personal readings, I will do Celtic Cross sometimes. But in these type of readings, especially when they're more general, like it just helps me to be able to paint this picture of the story of the month you're going to have as a collective of Aries. So this is ending on your energy, okay? This is Aries energy, the Emperor. The Emperor is very empowered. The Emperor knows exactly what he wants and doesn't back down on anybody, because this is somebody of authority and someone that's in power. Even when you look at this card, you see that he's wearing red. It's a very much of a red is a root chakra color. It's a grounded, it's a stable energy. And I feel by the end of the month, you guys are going to have a greater sense of energy. Maybe like your physical energy could be better, and also having more authority over your own life and where it is that you see yourself going, and then taking action to do so. So when I see that, I feel like September is going to be, I mean, we'll see next month, but I feel that September is going to be that month where things really do start moving forward for you. Like there's physical movement and changes that are happening for you. August is still that time where you guys are, you know, working through making certain relationships better, whether it be with other people or with yourself, and getting more clarity on what it is that you want for yourself in the future. So, and also wrapping up, you know, the karmic ties and things like that. So I think that's all for you guys. I look and I see, I'm trying to see if there's anything else that's coming out, and I feel like I got it all out. So I send you all so much love, and if you guys like my videos, please leave me comments. I really enjoy reading your comments, whether they're negative or positive. I will take that feedback into consideration. It may not, your negative comments may not drastically change what I do, but I do take things into consideration, because I want to know what people like. If this resonated for you, let me know. I love to read your comments and to know that I'm doing this for a reason, you know? So I send you guys so much love, and if you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Yes, share it, whatever you want to do, and I will see you in my next video. Have a beautiful month. Bye.